Good evening students. In last video we have started a new chapter of class 11th and that is the algae, and we have discussed so many points of algae, and we have also discussed the nature of algae and characteristics, features of algae and their locations of algae also. Okay, in last video we have also discussed the classifications of algae. Okay, so in the classification we have discussed three types of classification. Generally algae are differentiated. The first one is chlorophyta, second is phaeophyta, and third is rhodophyta. Okay, so the first point of our classification of algae is chlorophyta. Generally most of the chlorophyta algae are generally green in color because there is a lots of presence of chlorophyll pigment, and due to the presence of chlorophyll pigment generally the chlorophyta algae are appear as always green in color. Okay, so we have studied so many things in chlorophyta, and chloro means green and phyta means plant. Same here, it is also considered as brown algae. Why? Because it carried different types of pigments which comparatively different from the chlorophyta. Okay, so first starting from here, today the most important very beneficial topic for classification of algae which we are going to study, and that is phaeophyta. Phaeophyta is generally considered as brown algae also. Okay, most important, phaeophyta is also considered as brown algae because it also has different pigment which makes them brown in color. जैसे chlorophyll क्लोरोफाइटा में था, दैट्स व्हाई दे अपीयर एज ग्रीन इन कलर. यहाँ पे कोई और पिगमेंट होगा, दैट्स व्हाई दे अपीयर एज ब्राउन इन कलर. सो वन बाय वन वी विल डिस्कस ऑल द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स फीचर्स ऑफ phaeophyta, and after that we will also discuss the several examples of phaeophyta. Okay, now the first one is that we have to discuss that what is the meaning of phaeophyta. Sometimes the questions maybe arises that what is the meaning of phaeophyta. The first one is that phaeophyta is a word which generally comes from the Greek word, and phaeos means brown and phyta means plant, क्योंकि phyta plant से related है. phyta means plant and phaeos means होता है brown, and both are the Greek word जिसका मतलब होता है brown algae. ठीक है, and most important, these are the second largest group of algae. Okay, because in first group we have studied chlorophyta, and chlorophyta is the first largest group, and this phaeophyta is the second largest group of algae. ठीक है, जो phaeophyta होता है वो algae का second सबसे largest group होता है. Most important pigment we are going to discuss that there is a fucoxanthin. Okay, due to the presence of predominantly fucoxanthin pigment, it appears as brown in color. Most important, you have to write down in your notebook. Okay, because due to the presence of fucoxanthin pigment, it appears as brown in color, and due to the presence of chlorophyll pigment, chlorophyta appears as green in color. Okay, there is too much difference between fucoxanthin and chlorophyll also. ठीक है, तो so don't get confused regarding the pigments of different types of classifications of algae. ठीक है, क्योंकि कई बार algae के classifications पूछे जाते हैं on the basis of their pigment, क्योंकि algae के जो pigments हैं किसी में और पिगमेंट होगा, किसी में और, जिस कारण से उन सारे algae के जो कलर्स हैं वो चेंज होते रहते हैं. ओके, सो the length of algae may be approx 40 to 60 meters long. So there is a great and diverse differentiations of their body parts, and mostly seaweeds and sea calves. Sea calves is the largest algae of that phaeophyta classification. Sea calves जो होते हैं ये सबसे largest algae होते हैं जो phaeophyta में belong करते हैं. Okay, so most important, it is also a GK question. GK के लिए भी questions बनते हैं कई बार. Now at last we are going to discuss the characteristics, features of phaeophyta plants. So the first one is generally they considered as mostly found in marine habitat. Okay, mostly phaeophyta plants are generally found in a marine habitat, and they are filamentous structures. Okay, they have filamentous structure in their lower portions. उनके lower portions में filamentous structures होते हैं which are generally helpful for their locomotions or their transform from one place to another. Okay, but transformation means it is not means that algae are generally take positions and they shift into the different part. It is not a mode. Transformation means taking something from the other source of material to develop inside and taking as a symbiotic manner as lichen does. ठीक है, जैसे lichen करता है वे उस फॉर्म में अपने सेल्स को, अपने स्पोर्स को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ट्रांसफर करते हैं. नॉट ऑल द एल्गीज, ओके, सारे एल्गी ऐसा नहीं करते हैं और ना एल्गी एक जगह से दूसरी जगह शिफ्ट होते हैं. ठीक है, कब शिफ्ट होंगे? व्हेन देयर इज अ सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, देयर इज अ वेजिटेटिव रिप्रोडक्शन, देयर इज अ मोस्ट ऑफ द रिप्रोडक्शन टेक्स प्लेस, देन दिस टाइप्स ऑफ एल्गीज आर जनरली develop there and they have to originate and they have to produce their new young ones. ठीक है, तब जाके एल्गी का वहां पे डिफरेंशिएशन देखना होता है. ये नहीं कि एक एल्गी यहाँ पे है तो दूसरा शिफ्ट होके वहां बगल में चला जाएगा. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. ठीक है, बिफोर they have to complete their sexual reproduction, they have to produce their new progeny, they have to produce their new offspring, then their developing organs may be originated. Okay, so most important point. Now they are the highest degree of body differentiations. Highest degree of body differentiations means comparison than chlorophyta. They are the highest differentiation of body. It means their bodies are so much complex in nature, which carry different things like branches, like roots, as so many things are there. Okay, so these are considered as highest degree of body differentiations. Okay, now coming to the next point, we have discussed so many points regarding the vegetative, asexual and sexual reproduction in algae and fungi. In so many things we have studied. I think all are the same here. ठीक है, यहाँ पे वेजिटेटिव में क्या होगा, सेक्सुअल में क्या होगा, सेक्सुअल में क्या होगा, आइसोगेमी, एनिसोगेमी, बहुत सारे हमने डिस्कस किया. सारी चीजें यहाँ पे कॉमन है. ओके, now we have studied in chlorophyta there is a reserve food material in the form of starch, and here the reserve food material is in the form of lipids. Most important point here, the most important, the reserve food material is in the form of lipids. यहाँ पे जो फॉर्म होता है reserve food material वो lipids के फॉर्म में होता है. ठीक है, and next there is a more chances of alternation of generation. More chances of alternation of generation means they are easily developed and do modification own self, and they develop more variety of algae, okay, in their surrounding. It means they are the highly developed part and they can change their alternations. Okay, alternation means they can change their order, they can change their shapes, okay, and they can change also their according to the environment and their reproductive stages. Okay, so coming to the last part, and the examples is fucus, next laminaria and sargassum. Okay, these three are the examples of Phaeophyta plant, and some more are given, but we have to discuss only three because this is enough. Now next we have to discuss the Rhodophyta, after the Chlorophyta, next Phaeophyta, and we have to discuss the Rhodophyta. What is the meaning of Rhodophyta? Generally, Rhodophyta means these are the red algae, and before it is brown algae, and before we have studied green algae. Okay, green algae, brown algae and red algae. So rhodo is also a Greek word which means red, and phyta means plants. जो red algae होते हैं या red plants होते हैं are called Rhodophyta, comes in the class of Rhodophyta algae. ठीक है, next, these are the most primitive and ancient group of algae without non-flagellate cells, because non-flagellate cells के बिना होते हैं ये, and generally these are the ancient group of algae, most primitive group of algae they possess. यहाँ पे इनके पास जो algae होती है वो बहुत पुराने होते हैं. ठीक है, and mostly they are survive in marine habitat. Mostly they are found in marine habitats as comparison to Phaeophyta also, and the plant's body may be unicellular. Unicellular we have studied, unicellular and multicellular, made up of single cells. Their body is well differentiated, and comparison to cell wall. Cell wall possess cellulose के बने होते हैं इनके cell wall. Second, pectic. Third, mucosaccharides. ठीक है, और भी बहुत सारे होते हैं. And most important points we are going to discuss that the red in color due to the phycobilins. Phycobilins is a pigment. By this the Rhodophyta appears as red in color. So don't forget that phycobilins, and next fucoxanthin and chlorophyll. Okay, so these are the pigments which can change their colors and which are generally helpful for showing their colors. Okay, जो उनके colors को बताते हैं और उनके color को show करते हैं, ठीक है. And there is a complete absence of motile stages, and it means that there is not any motions stages comes in the class of Rhodophyta, and life cycle में इनके ज्यादा motile stages नहीं होते हैं. Most important रिजर्व फूड मटेरियल जो होता है इसमें फ्लोरिडियन स्टार्च, जिसको हम लोग कार्बोहाइड्रेट के नाम से भी जानते हैं. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, देयर इज अ रिजर्व फूड एज कंसिस्ट एज अ फ्लोरिडियन स्टार्च, जिसको हम कार्बोहाइड्रेट के नाम से भी जानते हैं, जो कि इनमें लिपिड्स थे. इससे पहले में हमने जो क्लोरोफिल डिस्कस किया, दैट इज कंसिस्ट एज स्टार्च, और यहाँ पे कार्बोहाइड्रेट. एग्जाम्पल की बात करते हैं, कॉन्ड्रस and Porphyra is the two examples of Rhodophyta plants. Okay, so this is enough for that also. And next we have to discuss the Bryophyta and Pteridophyta, and we have to also discuss the characteristic stages of Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. Okay, so coming to the next part, we have to discuss the two important classifications of algae, and that is Bryophyta and Pteridophyta, and they play a very important role in the plant kingdom. So first and most important questions is, the first one is Bryophyta. Okay, mostly the meaning of bryon means mosses like plants, and we have seen in so many times in our environment, the mosses like plants are called Bryophyta and the fern like plants are called Pteridophyta, and the Greek word is pteris. Here p is the silent, यहाँ पे जो p होता है वो silent होता है. And Bryophyta जो mosses like plants होते हैं are called Bryophyta. Most important, they are the primitive group of non-vascular plants. Mostly they don't consist any vascular system. Vascular system means they have the great tendency to flow of their water and their nutritional value inside and outside. That is the function of vascular. But here the non-vascular plants, it means there is an absence of xylem and phloem. Okay. So before starting, you have to give me what is the functions of, and it is your first homework, what is the functions of xylem and phloem in plants. Okay, so after the completion of video, you have to give me answer the function of xylem and the functions of phloem. Okay, so here these are the primitive groups, means oldest groups, and here plants is in the form of thallus. यहाँ पे जो plants होते हैं वो thallus के form में होते हैं. Most important, they regarded as amphibians of plant kingdom. Amphibians of plant kingdom means frog is the capable to survive in water as well as in land. So they are the Bryophyta plants. Mostly they are survive in aquatic mode, and they are also survive in the terrestrial mode. That's why they called as amphibians of plant kingdom. So many times the questions maybe arises that why Bryophyta called amphibians of plant kingdom. Amphibians of plant kingdom क्यों कहते हैं? So most important, and it is your second homework, give me the exact short note on why the Bryophyta considered as amphibians of plant kingdom. Okay, this is your second homework. Now they can survive in both habitat, whether it is aquatic or terrestrial mode. या तो पानी के अंदर या फिर पानी के बाहर भी terrestrial mode पे भी they can easily survive. And characteristics features की बात करते हैं Bryophyta का. Mostly the Bryophyta may be found in sand and damp regions are terrestrial mode, and they also may be found in aquatic region. यानी ये aquatic regions में भी देखने को मिलते हैं. Body is bilaterally symmetrical. It means their body is totally divided into two halves, and they are called bilaterally symmetrical. या फिर branched होते हैं या फिर leaf like होते हैं, जैसे Rexia और Marchantia के पौधे होते हैं, वैसे इनके branched और leaf like, ठीक है, leaf के जैसे होते हैं, Rexia और Marchantia. These are the examples of Bryophyta plants. Okay, so and most important, there is absence of roots. And there is also absence of stem. They don't have stems and root in a proper order. Okay, because they are considered as mosses plants. इनको mosses plant के नाम से जानते हैं. And they don't have roots and stems. Okay. Now fertilization, most important point. Fertilization takes place in the waters. Okay, fertilization takes place inside the waters, and they have to provide as a asexual form, and they can produce their spore to the outer environment, and inside the water also. Okay, and maximum number of alternation of generation is also available. It means that they can change their generations. Okay, so coming to the next important point, the examples of Bryophyta is Merchantia, Funaria and Rixia. These three are the examples of Bryophyta plants. Okay, now coming to the next part, what is the meaning of Pteridophyta? Pteridophyta is also a word which came from the Greek word pteris. Pteris means fern. जो फन वाले पौधे होते हैं, है ना, we have seen, जैसे हम लोग हिंदी में झाड़ियाँ बोलते वगैरह जो भी, ठीक है. So ferns like structures are there at comparison to Bryophyta, both are different, ठीक है. Generally they are terrestrial inverted plants. Mostly they are found on the terrestrial mode, means ये जमीन पे लैंड पे सरवाइव करते हैं. एंड मोस्टली दे आर वेस्कुलर क्रिप्टोगेम्स या क्रिप्टोगेमस प्लांट्स. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे हैव प्रेजेंस ऑफ जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम फॉर द ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ मिनरल and the transport of water. There is a xylem and phloem is available, but there is a lack of companion cells and so many things in the xylem and phloem. बहुत सारी चीजें उनमें भी absent होती हैं. Okay, now they are the dominant stage of sporophyte. It means they are easily make their own ones by the formation of sporophyte. ये अपने spores के formation में अपनी जनसंख्या को बढ़ाते हैं. They can increase their generations by the sporophyte mode of reproduction. ठीक है, spores बाहर निकलते हैं and the spores are generally comes from the sporangium sac. एक sporangium sac होती है like this. ये sporangium sac है, यहाँ पे थैली बनी होती है और इसमें स्पोर्स जो है ना भरे होते हैं. जब मैच्योर होता है ऑटोमेटिकली इट विल बी ब्रस्ट एंड द स्पोर्स विल बी लिबरेटेड. जब ये बड़ा होगा, मैच्योर होगा, ब्रस्ट होंगे, इनके स्पोर्स वहां से ट्रांसफर होते हैं. ठीक है. Now there is also a presence of alternation of generation. Most important point, I told you that here also Bryophyta there is alternation of generation is also there. It means when the generation is, suppose ये F1 जनरेशन था, इसके बाद जब इनके F2 जनरेशन होंगे, स्लाइटली विल बी चेंजेस आपको देखने को मिलेगा. F1 जनरेशन हो सकता है बड़े हैं एंड F2 जनरेशन हो सकता है छोटे हो, या तो उनसे भी हाइब्रिड हो. इट मींस देयर इज अ अल्टरनेशन ऑफ जनरेशन. इनके जो जनरेशन या तो एडवांस्ड फॉर्म में होंगे या तो चेंजेस होंगे. दैट इज कॉल्ड द अल्टरनेशन ऑफ जनरेशन. सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज. एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, द सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इज आल्सो टेक्स प्लेस. Okay, sexual reproduction is also takes place in the Pteridophyta. And most important, coming to the next point, Rhynia, Selaginella and Lycopodium is the example of Pteridophyta. Okay, so after the completion of that class, you have to give me the similarities between Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. This is your third homework. Okay, so please watch all the video completely because this is the portions of botany section and botany is too much difference between the zoology section. ठीक है, जो botany होता है plants वाले, उनसे टफ नहीं होता है कोई भी. ठीक है, इस चीज को ध्यान रखिएगा. and you have to read all the things and if you get any doubt you can contact me. Okay, thank you students.